Senator, before we get started, quickly, did anything change in the meeting?
Well, Shepard, we're moving. We're working hard. We really are. We know they said the two things that we've punted. We haven't punted on anything. We're the only game in town. We're still meeting day and night, every day and night for the last 3.5 weeks.
It's all Washington talk. You said earlier, Senator, that a deal is very close, but there is still no bill. Republicans are demanding protections from lawsuits for big corporations. Democrats demanding help from workers in the public sector and money for state and local that Republicans are blocking. Both sides say they want direct payment for disaster victims, but there is not a penny in direct payments in your proposal. Why not?
Well, let's talk. Shepard, basically, this is truly an emergency
package.
But
there's not money for direct payments to people in your bill or in your plan, or is there?
There is not, because the emergency basically is more with the people who are unemployed, who don't have a job, who don't have a check, who have nothing. This is an emergency to get us through the first quarter, which will be the most difficult quarter that we've ever had. And that's all we've done. They wanted 1.2, 1.3 was the bottom line the Democrats would go to. The Republicans wouldn't get off of 500. We finally have moved everybody to say it takes $900 billion to get us through the most challenging times.
Senator, I don't know who us is, because that doesn't get money to the people. You know, when a hurricane strikes in the Gulf South, the government rushes to help. When fires ravage California, the government steps in. We're 9 months into the biggest health crisis and resulting financial crisis in 100 years, and the federal government has done nothing for the victims in 257 days. Why? Why is Washington failing the people? What's the reason?
What about the $3 trillion that was sent out, Shepard, in March?
That was 257 days ago. They're out. Rent is due. They can't buy food. We have the longest food lines of my lifetime in America, Senator. Why isn't there help from Washington?
Basically, we have people running out of unemployment checks. They got nothing. The things are basically closing now because of the rampant COVID expansion. We're trying to meet that emergency need. This is not a do-all, end-all. Joe Biden says this is a down payment. He comes in as our president in January. He'll put basically another package to take us out of this mess that we have. We've got to bridge that gap. That's all we're trying to do. We couldn't even get any of our caucuses on anything. After the election, we said something has to be done. They're not moving, Shepard. We are.
But
we're out there doing something and putting it on the line. We gave you about 90% of a bill. We have two things.
There is no bill.
There's not a Democrat or
Senator,
Republican.
with great respect, I've always enjoyed conversations with you for more than a decade, but the open secret in Washington is there is no incentive to work together. You get votes by fighting with the other party, and you get money from special interests. The people have no power. And wait now, and it's been like that for a long time. That's a broken system that even a pandemic that's killed 280,000 Americans cannot shake up. Do we need a new system? Because this isn't working.
Well, basically, take the money out of the system. Citizens United. Let us know who's throwing money at this. There's a lot of things you can fix it. Make it an ethical violation if a senator goes out and campaigns against another senator. Where I come from, if I come to work every day and you try to get me fired, we're going to talk in the parking lot after work. That's where I come from.
Well, everyone in Washington, Senator, everyone in Washington is still getting paid. These people are not. This is not a stimulus. This is emergency disaster relief for people who don't have jobs through no fault of their own. And even your compromise today, which isn't yet a bill, provides no direct payments to the victims of this disaster. We don't even have enough mass.
Shepard, you're talking about payments to people that have a job and a check. That's what you're talking about. We're talking about people that's got nothing. They're getting thrown out of their homes. They have nowhere to go. Their few food substances running out. We're backfilling all of that.
But we don't even have a bill yet. There's no indication.
Yeah, you're getting close to one. We're the only ones doing anything. Nobody else is doing anything.
You must understand the people's frustration.
We'll work all night tonight, Shepard. We've been working every night, 16, 18 hours.
You think you'll have something that'll pass tomorrow or the next day?
Well, basically, they extended it for next week. We're going through this thing, and we're going to have it done. We will. No one thought we would have anything that we brought out today. We brought out 90% of a bill and showed you line by line. That's called basically a scheduled overview of what we're doing. And then they'll put the legislative language to it. And the bill becomes basically a bill, hopefully the first of the week. And then you vote on it.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.